Hello, hi, howdy. Welcome to Game Over Gerkinman. This is Gerkinman. This is the Simpsons game on the Xbox 360, which I don't know if I ever mentioned, but it is. We have 3 people with us this week, and they're here to talk Simpsons with us. One of them, it is their first time on this particular game, and he also starts with B, so he gets to introduce himself first.
Hey, Yoma! It's me!
That was good. I enjoyed that. Hi Mo, how you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
that's good. Yeah. Well, there you go. Who is everyone else?
This is Carbwater, and I'm calling this the worst episode ever.
Oh, I see what you did there.
And I'm Adam still. I didn't change my name since last time. And I'm game programmer still. Didn't change that since last time. And yeah.
It's amazing how little changes over the span of 10-15 minutes, isn't it?
No, it's been a week.
Oh, sorry. You're right. It has been a week. Hey, Sean, you have to go through the same thing that everyone else on this show has.
What's that?
Some very important questions for you. The first one would be, what is your favorite Simpsons episode?
I don't think I have one, really.
Oh.
Just trying to think, like, throughout the ages.
Or like, which ones stand out to you most? When you think of this, when you think of the Simpsons, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Simpsons. I think of nothing. I don't know. I can't really think of like a particular episode. I know that they were very good at doing, like, making fun of shit. I don't know.
Yeah, they did. They did do a good job of making fun of shit. That's true.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. It's really hard. I should have thought about this beforehand.
Well, I was going to drop it on you because of surprises.
Oh. I don't know. Well, yeah. I just don't even know.
I need that out about Lisa.
Simpsons.
Well, do you know who your favorite character is?
Probably Mo Sizlak.
Yeah.
Mo Sizlak's a good one.
Same as Jess.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. What else is there? Mo just stands out a lot. Groundskeeper Willie, so you know he's a bit of a character, that one. Who else we got? Oh man, Krusty the Clown. He's a bit of a clown.
I'm gonna add Mr. Burns to my list. I love Mr. Burns.
Never knows his name. Mr. Homer. Who is that man on Sector 7G?
Yep.
Fucking dumb old cunt. Is this the game or is this an episode?
This is the game. This is a cutscene in the game. Cuts back and forth between those cutscenes and then the game, which doesn't look as good. Yep.
It's 360 only, is it?
No, it was released on the Wii and 360 and PS3.
Oh.
And possibly DS as well.
So all the lines would have blurred together easier.
Actually, I was watching videos of the Wii version, and because it looked worse, it looked better, which is kind of, I thought, kind of funny.
What? It looked better on the Wii?
Yeah, we were talking about this in the last episode, but you can't notice it in this low-res video, but there's a lot of like weird jaggy lines around the black outlines of the characters.
Oh.
And on the Wii, because everything's low-res and blurry, it kind of like blends together better.
Oh.
So, yeah, we're playing with Lisa now. We've unlocked Lisa as a character. She's really boring, and she has the power of Buddha, because Lisa's a boring Buddhist in all the episodes now, and it's not very interesting.
Tree power.
Remember when Lisa...
What's the idea of this game? What do you have to do?
It's a platformer, like Banjo-Kazooie or Super...
It's like they're in the video
Sonic
game
Sunshine.
and they become aware they're in the video game, so then they can just do whatever.
They get video
Superpowers.
game powers, yeah.
God.
It's actually kind of clever the way they do it, but at the same time they fuck it up in a lot of ways.
Oh.
Like, they're in a game, that could be a fun concept, but unfortunately they forgot to make the game actually fun, and that kind of ruins the experience.
I kind of like the style though. I do like this.
Ripbot.
Yeah, I think they did a pretty good job of replicating the look of the show. Some of the characters look a bit weird in 3D.
Like who?
There's a couple of shots of, like Lenny and Carl in this in 3D, and because of the shape of their faces, the way their bottom jaw moves, it looks kind of really strange.
Yeah, that happened with the Futurama game as well, because most of the characters are designed to be side-on only,
Yeah.
so you had to figure out how they would look like, front-on and stuff.
And everyone ends up looking like they have duck bills.
Yep.
Just kind of funny. But look at that, the using Buddha powers to put a tree back together again.
What is this, The Sims?
Yes.
Will Wright is in this game.
He is?
Yeah, he has a cameo in it, and it's actually quite funny.
Oh.
But what I did think was funny, because this game came out just after Spore did, and he talks about The Sims in his cameo, but he doesn't talk about Spore.
That's because Spore did shit.
It did, but I mean, I own Spore, and
Sporing.
I enjoyed Spore quite a bit. I mean, it didn't live up to the hype, but I thought it was alright.
Well, it didn't do the numbers that The Sims did, so...
No, The Sims, like...
So I may as well call it what you weren't known for.
What did you think of Spore, Adam? That was a pretty big deal at the time because of all the tech going on behind the scenes with the procedural animation and everything.
I didn't think much of it, to be honest.
There you go. You heard it here first.
Not much. 1 out of 10. Wouldn't bang again.
Didn't look that interesting. What do you just create characters and that's it?
Yeah.
Or am I thinking of something else?
I think that what the game started out as and what they released might have been two very different things.
Creature making.
You know, for a game that's at least is all about saving the environment, that black smoke looks pretty, that she's just started coming out looks pretty unfriendly.
It's chocolate flavored.
Chocolate flavored smoke, is that what it is?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's Bartman.
Yeah, they brought Bartman back. We were talking about like they have quite a few references to older episodes in here, but there's a lot of stuff in here that's probably references to new episodes that I didn't get. But,
Does anyone even watch the new episodes of Simpsons? Am I
No.
the only one who just doesn't?
Nope.
I haven't watched a new episode in years. What about you, Adam?
Yeah.
Here and there, but I don't watch it religiously like I used to.
Yeah. If someone said, "Hey, you got a choice between watching a new episode or watching a rerun you've seen 10 million times," I'm always gonna go with the rerun that I've seen 10 million times.
Reruns.
I've watched some episodes of The Simpsons so many times, and they've just never gotten. I don't even know what's happening. Oh, they're lumberjacks with rocket launchers, I guess.
Oh.
That makes
Bit
sense.
M-rated.
It's a bit
They
fucking.
blow up, blow to bits.
Yeah, they blow to bits. Look at all these bits of lumberjack.
Oh, little slingshot.
Do you like the camera there? It's a good shot.
Oh, best
good.
camera.
The camera's really good.
Fucking hell. What's this game rated out of 10?
I'd give it a 6. It is perfectly competent, but it doesn't excel at anything. There's some good laughs in there, but not enough to actually increase the enjoyment level of the game.
Oh, okay.
Like, the cutscenes are the only part of the game that are actually enjoyable.
Shit, Lisa died. Good riddance.
Cutscenes, just as a saw blade cut you up.
Yeah,
Whoa.
ironic.
Wow!
Please
Where's the
put that beat down.
decapitation?
That would have been
See
nice.
blood and guts.
I sure did die a lot here.
Seems to be doing it on purpose now.
Oh, I definitely faded out on purpose. 'Cause there's some really dumb puzzles in here that took me ages to work out because it's not really very clear as to what does what to who to what. But there you go. Anyway, now we can climb on things. Very exciting. This is especially for Lisa's introduction. Some of the levels in this game were very boring to play through. And as much as like I appreciate their attempt to recreate the look of the show, like those backgrounds are just so bland and uninteresting to.
Yeah, they're not very, like, they don't have a sense of depth or anything like that.
No, like that's one thing to make something look like this show, but then it's another thing to just have it look like boring.
Garbage.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just nothing to them. Just weird trees randomly plunked around a shoddy environment. Voice acting was superb though, as you'd expect.
Yep.
Yeah, they get paid enough.
Yeah. Does anyone okay, I think the what's the name of the guy who voices Homer again?
Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll always, even though he's been Homer all this time, he'll always be the guy from Spinal Tap to me.
Spinal Tap.
Yeah. You never watched Spinal Tap, Sean?
No.
Dude,
Never.
you need to check out This Is Spinal Tap. That movie's amazing.
Spinal Tap. Is he in that movie?
Yeah, it's a mockumentary about a fake metal band from England, and it's well entertaining. Has anyone here seen This Is Spinal Tap?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh my! You all need to do yourselves a favor, and a lot of the writers that worked on the early episodes of Simpsons.
I've seen a couple of movies with that Hank Azaria in it when he does Mo.
Oh yeah.
But that's as far as I know in terms of other Simpsons people being in movies. Didn't know anyone else did movies.
Yeah, I don't really know what the other ones did either. Some of them probably voiced things for things and were in things, and I don't know. I guess they make so much money on The Simpsons now that they don't.
They don't have to do any other work.
Yeah, just go in, record your lines for a day, and then not work again for as.
$2,000 an episode, no worries.
Well, they're set for lives. They're
$3,000.
set for 10 lives.
That'd be the ideal setup, right? They'd probably only spend like a week, a year max in the studio recording.
Yep, they're done for the year.
I would say
Holidays.
more. I'd say a couple months actually.
There'd be a lot of rewrites and shit.
Plus, you have to re-record every line like 100 times.
Yeah, that.
Well, they'd be so good at it now. I reckon they'd probably knock it out in 2 or 3.
Even their
Yeah,
mistakes
they've
are
been doing it for like 25 years, so.
Yeah, you'd think they'd have a bit of an idea of what the directors expect. They have a pretty good it's a repertoire or something. There's a word I'm thinking of. There's a word.
Rip
Man.
a shark.
These puzzles with I seriously do not enjoy playing with Lisa in this game at all. Marge is the worst, unsurprisingly. Or maybe it is. Oh, here we go. Really weird looking 3D Lenny and Carl.
Yeah,
Oh, it sounds like a yellow crown
Looks like a little
hybrid.
kid drew it.
Oh my god, that sounds like a chainsaw.
Looks like in the 3D modeling they were trying to get it right, but they couldn't exactly get it right. It's like, it's good enough.
Yeah. It's close enough.
Sometimes I think it's 'cause it's all we have
Marge just walks around with a megaphone and yells at people, and then they follow her, and that's her special ability.
What?
Pretty
I've always
dumb.
hated Marge.
She's kind of annoying as a character.
So
But
what
she-
character do you play as in this game? Just the 4?
Just the
Simpsons?
4, yeah.
No Maggie.
Oh, actually, you do get to play as Maggie a little bit. She's kind of like she's a special attack, you could say, of Marge's.
video game guy.
There are like little stealth sections where like Marge will put Maggie into a like a ventilation shaft to go and do something. You just sneak around as Maggie, but it's not overly exciting. Certainly nothing worth writing. Ain't no Metal Gear. That's for better or for worse, depending on how you feel about Metal Gears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't gears always metal?
Ah.
I reckon there could be stone gears out there somewhere. I don't know for sure. I'm not going to look it up because I don't care enough. It could be a thing. Just saying. That explosion looked pretty nice.
Oh, yeah.
Look the way you looked out of place. Oh look, there's going to be a reference to another video game here in a second. First person to guess what the video game is gets a point.
It's going to be Space Invaders. No, Pac-Man. It's Pac-Man.
No, it hasn't started yet, but as soon as it does, you'll be...
I got it.
There is a Space Invaders level in this game though that is basically just Space Invaders except the same. But you play it with the standard 3D platforming controls.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Isn't that funny that all the lumberjacks are coming out of the toilet? And you smash the toilet and the lumberjacks stop coming out?
Don't get it.
Does anyone know what this Bart robot thing's a reference to?
Nope. Robots.
You know.
Was there a new
Bartman.
episode where Bart was a robot? Probably.
Looks like a virtual reality sort of set thing he's wearing.
Yeah, it could be from like a Halloween special or something. I don't recognize it though. Oh, here we go. Here's the...
Here
Frogger.
it is.
Release.
Oh, Adam already got it before it even started.
Frogger.
Took a shot in the dark there, to be honest.
I was actually going to say Frogger at the start, but I just thought I'd try to be funny.
Well, We don't tolerate funniness on this show.
No, this is serious stuff here.
Oh, then I better just hang up.
I like the way when you fall into the water, the splash actually goes over the wood. Like the splash texture just ripples through the wood. Isn't this fun? It's like Frogger, except not as good.
And it's not the same controls at all.
And not the same controls at all. These controls are not appropriate for this game at all, or this part of the game at all. At least there's no real punishment for death, other than having to play the game for longer to get it finished. And look, the crocodile has 3 eyes because it's probably irradiated. Sorry, alligator's what you have over there, isn't it?
Alligators.
Alladile.
So when do the interesting things happen?
Oh, those are the
Why do we do this
cutscenes.
game again?
You should play the NES version.
Yeah.
NES game.
Actually, that's something we haven't got to ask you yet, Sean. What, or did we ask you? What Simpsons games did you play back in the day? Because there was a lot of them.
Oh, yeah, I played the first one I ever played was the one on the NES. That game was good. I liked it. It was challenging in a way when I was a young,
was
little lad.
that Bart Simpson versus World or versus a Space
The
Mutants?
one where you fucking got you ride on a skateboard and go down a Great Wall of China or something.
Oh, that's Bart Simpson versus the World.
Yeah, that one was trippy as fuck. And you could play Bartman too. In one of the levels, I think.
That's the one I played on the Sega as a
I
kid.
rented that and immediately regretted it.
Also played the Crazy Taxi version of
Simpsons Hit and Run.
That was fucked. What else did I play?
Was it really that bad? I never played it, but I was like, how can you fuck up Crazy Taxi?
Yeah.
But apparently
I
they
only
found a way to
rented
do
it
it.
out, and renting it out was enough for me.
I actually found a route in that game so you could keep on just continuously just going over and over so you get the maximum amount of money in a run. And I 100% of the game and the ending was not worth it.
What happened at the end? Spoiler for us.
At the ending, there was Kane and Kodos, and they were like, "Let's put in another video game." Ha 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 ha, and that's it.
Yes.
Roll. What other games were there for Simpsons? I just don't.
Did you ever play
remember
Simpsons
playing
Wrestling?
Oh yeah, I think I did. Maybe
Virtual
once.
Bart.
Virtual Bart.
I rented that.
What was Virtual Bart?
Yeah.
Virtual Bart was for the NES and the Genesis. It was a very strange game.
It's Super
Oh,
Nintendo.
is that
Where you
where
could
you-
infinitely die over and over, and you're like, "What the hell's going on? What do I
was-
do? I don't get it."
What was the Simpsons game where you picked up little notes off the ground and you like had these weird sort of trippy moments?
That was the like Bart Simpson's homework peril or something.
Yeah,
I don't know the one
played
you're talking
that
about.
It was fucking trippy, that one.
That was
Bart's
It
Nightmare.
had, like,
yeah,
Just
Bart's
as bad
Nightmare.
you
That
were
was it.
fan.
You never played Krusty's Funhouse though, Sean.
what was that for?
That was on everything.
I did play a little bit of that on a ROM, and I'm like, I don't get what to do.
Yeah, if you don't, it's a puzzle platformer. It's not like a standard platforming game.
Have to take these back and look into a machine that kills them.
Yeah, it's kind of like Reverse Lemmings. Oh, actually, it's kind of like just like Lemmings with Crest of the Clan. You wouldn't believe how many times it took me to actually get this right, this puzzle.
Oh yeah, we believe.
No, this time it's because the game wasn't very good. It wasn't because I sucked at it. I knew exactly what I was doing, and it was just unreliable. It's weird 3D Lenny and Carl.
Alright.
Carl looks okay. Lenny, though, no.
Yeah, Carl looks alright. Lenny looks really disturbing.
His mouth is just weird.
It wasn't meant to be three-dimensional. It was supposed to be a flat drawing.
Yeah.
So, we're not thinking about you.
So you'd
all
think
the
you'd
time,
angle
huh?
the character model at angles that hide the... Even Bart at least looked weird there.
Yeah.
Dark, funny.
Oh, sorry, I forgot my chest squeaks.
Chest, oh, your chair. I think you said
Yeah.
chest
Oh,
squeaks,
God.
and I was
I
like,
just
you need
started
to get
moving
that
around. I'm
checked
like,
out.
nobody can hear this. Oh,
Squeaky chairs are a common problem.
I should get a new one. I think I've had this chair for at least 6 years. So. Anyway, Simpsons game.
Simpsons game. Did you ever play the arcade game, Sean?
Arcade game.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at those graphics. Simpsons arcade game, what was that about?
That was a side-scrolling beat 'em up.
Oh, yeah, maybe, I don't know, I can't really remember.
Alright. That's the one I keep asking people, because that was like... It was the first Simpsons game, and still the best Simpsons game by a
Well,
very
it was
large
in every
margin.
arcade ever, so...
We didn't have it in our arcade, we only had it in outside our Woolworths.
I remember in my town there used to be a roller skating rink, and in that roller skating rink there was like 5 arcade machines, and one of them was the Simpsons game.
What were the other ones?
I don't remember.
Great story.
Some sort of over-the-top car racing game, just like generic games you wouldn't remember.
I remember being in Sydney Airport only like 5 or 6 years ago, and they had a copy of Turtles in Time, the Icon arcade.
I'd like that.
That was pretty exciting when I found that. It's like,
And
whoa!
then you're like, whoa, if only I had 3 other people to play with.
Yeah, I'm not playing this on my own. Well, that's that.
Oh, glad
Hope
that's
you-
over.
Yeah, Jesus. Well, it's only you gotta get worse because the next one's about Marge.
I'm tying my noose right now.
It's this is a good decision. We've made a wise choice. Well, thank you, Adam. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Dylan. And like I said, join us next week for some Marge action, or don't. But please do, because it's oh lovely.